Good afternoon, YouTube viewers and subscribers. Today on the stand, I've got a recently loaned to me JBA 140 two-stroke engine. This is a nice big engine, and this is actually not the first run I've done on it. I actually did a run at lunchtime, and I did not shoot video of that because the fuel I had in the tank, I couldn't remember what it was, so I figured I'd just run it out, do a quick tuning run. So what I did was I reset this carb initially using my standard procedure, and I tried to use the glow plug that was supplied with this thing, and it looked like it glowed okay, but it was a short plug and it didn't run very well at all. In fact, it wouldn't even idle with that plug. So I've got some 5% Omega, a 16.8 APC, and a Fox plug with an idle bar installed in here, and it ran quite well with that. So this thing is preliminarily tuned right now and should run pretty darn good. So let's get right to it and see how she does. That was a little bit too lean for it. Now let's see if it'll want to fire up again. Pretty hot. Okay, so this engine has some rather interesting characteristics that I have not noticed in any of my other larger two-stroke engines before, and I think you'll see that on the video because I will not edit this so that you can see what all happened. It seemed like when I got it at what I thought was a good high-speed needle setting, as it began to heat up and as I left it there, it began to overheat and lean out, and then it really started barking at me. And one time, of course, it shut down. But this engine, unlike any two-stroke I've ever seen, actually gives you a very audible clue when it's running lean. In fact, one of the first run I did this morning, or at lunchtime, it actually backfired and loosened the prop. It didn't throw the prop, but it loosened the nut, which I don't recall ever seeing happen on a two-stroke engine. I can't recall that, but as you can see in this video, if you watch closely enough, there's a time when it barks. It just, it barks. And that's when I start going in there and try and richen it up some. I managed to save it one time, and then you saw wanting to die, and then I did some throttle stuff. So it was a very interesting run, Seemed like there was an awful lot of vibration. This prop looks like it's centered on there fine, but it seemed like this engine had quite a lot of vibration. It has a very audible tone to it, and it barks. So what I'm going to call it when it gets lean, and you better watch out then. And you could see as I was going from high to low speed, sometimes in the mid-range it was just kind of weird. It was just weird. I can't really describe it any other way than that. So this is a very unique large two-stroke. I've never seen my Irvine 150 or any of the 120s I've had act or sound like this. So this is interesting. So anyway, that was a 5% run with a 16.8 prop, and overall I think it was a good run, but it shows that this engine has some really strange characteristics when it's set too lean or it gets too hot. But thank you for watching.